got up at 1 o'clock yesterday morning for a long travel day to Cancun, and then a taxi ride, and then a ferry ride, and then another taxi ride to finally end up here at Isla Mujeres Worldmark. Loving it so far. I haven't made it any further than the pool. I do anticipate being able to take advantage of that little swim up bar over there in a little bit though. And we'll do a full tour of the resort a little bit later. But for now, cheers.
Okay, if you ever do come to this resort, Worldmark by Wyndham on Isla Mujeres, they have lots of stickers here on their windows. So we asked and they said yes. And if you look right down there, yep, we have our sticker on the window. So we've given a few out down here to people, and a lot of West Coast people here. It's easy to get to for everybody. So it's actually been a good trip. Another funny thing, as long as I got you here, they use ropes for speed bumps in some of these places. Now this one here is in really bad shape, but that's what's across the road right here in front of us. That's an old rope. So pretty hilarious. Also, this is all like concrete decorative block, the whole driveway, so the water runs through, because they can get a lot of water really fast here. And as we've shown on another video. But this is the Worldmark by Wyndham. It's also a yacht club, Porta Isla Mujeres Resort and Yacht Club. And I don't know how it works here. I think Yacht Club's on the right and Worldmark's on the left. But overall, nice place to stay, very quiet. So I'm still in the driveway here, and I thought, you guys got to see this too. So this is a ship repair yard here, right next door, and they have a lot of access from our parking lot here. But kind of hard to see back there, but the big blue crane is there for lifting them out. And then over here, they're working on two of the big boats, yachts, if you will. So pretty cool. Yacht repair shop is right behind us here. And this is how we get to our room. We don't have to go clear to the front office. And most of these are like in a very small area here. This is our ice machine. They have a second floor here. Our room is actually 2-story. Bedrooms upstairs. And straight ahead, obviously, is the pool. People in it right now. And you go this way. There's a room to my left, and straight ahead is the second room. And then the one to the right is our room. I'm going to go around to the front and show you the front of the room. And this is the front of the room. And then if I spin you hopefully slower this time, got a nice yard right here, and look at that, there's the pool.
So we're changing rooms today from a studio, which we thought didn't have a kitchen until we got here, and it really did, to a 1-bedroom, which is supposed to have a kitchen, and I really hope it does. So we're changing rooms today. Here's our 1-bedroom. Sorry we didn't get any photos of the studio, but we were sick when we got here, and by the time we got to feeling well enough where we wanted to take a video, our room was trash. So you'll just have to have a look at this one. So I'm liking it so far. I like the couch that looks out towards the pool and has the nice sliding glass doors there. Nice little dining room area here. Our last room did not have any kind of dressers or anything for our clothing, so we ended up living out of our suitcase for the last 5 days. So this one has, I think it's like a 1.5 bath on this one, so I don't know really what that is. Ooh, bathroom. Oh, that's like a full shower in there and everything. That's cool. Maybe the half bath is upstairs. Oh, I got your butt. I got your butt. Kitchen. You know, the kitchen is almost exactly like the one in the studio. It's got the same amenities. Stairway upstairs. This could be dangerous when we've been drinking tequila. Tequila and stairways are always a dangerous combination. Oh my God, look at that. I like this. Nice bedroom. And another, what is it? Half bath. No, fucking full bath. Bet I can't say that on video either. Nice. This is definitely an improvement over the last one. Yeah, still don't care about an ironing board or anything like that. But look, we have a peekaboo here. All right, there's no water in the hot tub. Why is there no water in the hot tub?
Stop. It's not hot.
Okay, we're gonna have to figure out what that is all about, because how do we get water in there? Actually, I like the other patio better,
Yep.
but nothing wrong with this if we can get water in the hot tub. Okay, well, that's our review of the one bedroom at Worldmark Isla Mujeres.
Okay, now we're going to show you a little bit of the resort. And this is like room number 1201 we're walking by now, the first room. So, this used to be the restaurant and bar, and it's no longer in business. Not sure why.
The main office over there. Did you show
Yeah,
that?
I showed them the main
Okay.
office earlier.
All right.
And oh my gosh, if you look right down there, that's iguana poo. And it's all over this place. No
More iguana poo.
Anyway, you get the idea. Here's the pool. We'll show you that a little bit better here in a little bit. And there's my favorite part of the pool, the bar.
This tree
And
reminds me of the banyan tree in Hawaii.
This reminds us of the Lahaina banyan tree, which I've heard is coming back to life after the fire. So that's awesome. That would be terrible to lose that. Not only did the people lose everything, but the banyan trees have given them some sense of hope.
Oh, I think he's on the attack.
I know. Over here we got the iguana taking off, and over here, maybe you can't see it, he's in the shade. There's two of them here a minute ago. Big boy in front of us, he's scooting. There's one over on the other side of the statue. They're all over here. I don't know where that little one went.
He went scurrying over there.
Oh, yeah.
This is actually it's a yacht club.
Yes.
Above and beyond it being the Worldmark Resort, it's also a yacht club in here. So So we get to see some yachts while we're here.
Yeah. And I've been trying to get Retta to go swimming, but I don't know why she won't.
Because she's not stupid. That's why.
Oh, right? Yeah, you got to watch out for the crocodiles. So.
We haven't seen a crocodile since we've been here.
No, I've come out a couple times and looked, but there's another iguana. So, whoop. And there must be an outlet right here because he just, yep, there's a drain down here. I don't know if you can see it. And he just went into it. So, storm drain. They're, I mentioned earlier in another video that their sidewalks really suck here. And nobody seems to care. So, maybe the stuffy United States ought to take a page out of the book here. And out here, I see a few more boats. There's a big resort down there.
Zoetry across the...
Yeah, there's Zoetry over there.
Oh, look.
What?
That's their... So the big yacht that's right there?
Yeah?
That's from them. That's their...
Oh, is it?
That's their little... We're going to the store boat.
We're
With,
slumming it
woo,
like most
3
of
big
you.
outboard motors. Holy cow.
Yeah. So that's pretty funny. Again, here's the rope on the sidewalk. I've mentioned before, it's a speed bump, and yes, they do ride their ATVs. And then you got Mr. Big over here. So we tend to give them lots of space because they their bite is worse than their bark since they don't bark. Another speed bump here. We're just gonna give you a quick glance of the yacht here because I don't want to be intrusive, but there you go.
I don't
That's
care.
the yacht.
They're rich enough to be intruded.
Yeah.
Sure, they expect it.
Yeah.
I want to come up here and actually do one back that way so they can see it.
So right here, again, that's part of the restaurant and bar, and I think it's kind of like a welcome center now. Not positive.
All right, get a good shot of that.
What?
Yacht.
Oh. Okay. We're going into the sun, so it's a little tough. But that thing is pretty friggin' nice. And then over here, we're going to have the iguana crossing. They haven't got a sign out yet, but he's crossing. This is the main building here. And
the back side of the main office.
Yeah, it's the back side. We're actually on the waterway here right now.
There's
Either that or
yacht.
either that or the yacht kind of took a wrong turn. But yeah, another yacht here. So it's pretty cool though. And then right here is a sign that says Porto Isla Mujeres Resort and Yacht Club. And you come over here and it says Worldmark by Wyndham. So it's dual purpose. And then front desk is straight ahead. The right side is Worldmark and the Yacht Club is on the left. So some pretty cool buildings here. I'm gonna take you clear to the end of the walkway here. Or actually I should say we are. Maybe we'll get lucky and see a crocodile. Yeah, this is we're coming up on the, well, I guess where they repair the yachts, so shipyard or something. Little boats here and there.
Look, there's another yacht down there. I didn't even know
Yeah.
that one was there. Hello.
Yeah. So this waterway here is not actually like the ocean, but it's also not a river. So it's just kind of like an inlet, basically. And then right here, this is what I would call a shipyard where they do maintenance on the yachts.
You see,
And
there's another sunken one over there. You see, there's another sunken.
full cruise. That's pretty cool. Another one there. And what were you saying, dear?
There's another sunken one back there.
Oh yeah, another Gilligan's boat over there. So, all right, we're not gonna bore you with the walk back, but we'll pick you up over by the pool. I don't know. Maybe just some fish. He wants to sell us probably. Whoa! Record that.
Whoa.
We don't want. We have no way to cook it. Yeah, that's nice. Uh huh. Nice job, guys. Thank you.
So here's the pool area. Oops. Let me try it again. So here's the pool area. It's got this nice little seating area over here in the shade. It's always in the shade. A couple of tables here. And then, of course, the swim up bar that you can get to from either, the land side or in the pool. I keep kicking the thing. You can see it's a nice big pool. And it's about maybe 4.5 feet deep. I think is how deep it is, and it's consistent. The whole thing is 4.5 feet deep. And then right out there in the middle, where the fountain is, there's a little shelf there that you can sit on, which makes it really nice to sit out there with your drinks and
looks like the snake swam on.
Chat with people, right? Thank God that snake is gone. He creeped me out.
We had our first few days, we were straight across over here on the second floor. We had a studio unit, and now we're just off to our left on the ground floor, and it's 2 stories, which I've mentioned. It does have like a spa tub, but evidently the water's turned off to it. We even tried to turn the water on, and it's still not on. So
spa tub with no water.
Yeah,
does me no good.
But overall, I mean, you can hear it right now. It's really quiet. Probably around, I don't know, 4 o'clock-ish in the evening, and there's just not a whole lot going on.
There is nothing freakier than being in the water and seeing this big black snake coming at you along the bottom. Can you see it there? Holy crappy. Even when we are on vacation in Mexico, Lynn will find a way to get his dog fix. And this little beauty just hung out at the pool with us for a while today and then ended up on our patio.
She is awesome. Thank you, girl. All right, we thought I'd give you a little bit of a walking tour a little bit here. We're just gonna go down here to the store, so We just left the resort, and this is the street that comes into our resort. And then for kicks and giggles, keep it clean here. If you look at the top, that's actually broken beer bottles at the top there. Pretty funny to see that.
I think it's actually for birds, not for people.
Yeah, it's for birds. It took birds off there. But the other
But
day,
I'm not climbing that fence, I'll tell you.
yeah, the other day we actually did see a bird sitting on it. This guy.
Puppy.
What? Yes. Hi. Oh my goodness. He's doing circles. He's excited. Here is a laundromat. So it's within a block. So that's pretty cool. And then, sorry for the camera work, there's somebody coming up behind us here. They're just out for a drive. Probably going up and down every street. We've done that before. So the first night we went out, we had dinner here at the Green Verde. So that's really less than a 2-block walk. There's other restaurants. There's a construction place across the street. There's a piano bar behind the white SUV. We got to hurry up because the car's coming. Little restaurant here. The restaurants are everywhere down here. It's pretty cool. I mean, they have the restaurant like downstairs and then they live up above it. Pretty much anywhere and everywhere you go. And then this is like a, oh, I can't remember what they're called, but it's a little hospital here. It's like a urgent care type of thing. So that's pretty cool. Again, you know, only 3 blocks away. That's good to know. And this is the main north-south road. So about 2 blocks from our resort. Can't hear the traffic from our resort.
Somebody cooking.
Yeah, and somebody's barbecuing there. So, and this is the Coca-Cola distributor right here. And if you, I gotta have you look down here.
Look at those cute little places.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. Sidewalks are absolutely terrible here. I'm pretty sure that if you break your leg, that's too bad you can't sue anyone for it down here, which is the way it should be anywhere. But yeah, I'll show you there. That's Coca-Cola. Obviously, they do more than Coca-Cola. And we are, once I get ready to stop here, we are at the pharmacy, which is where we were headed. So I'm going to click this thing off and get her to stop, and then we'll bring it up later. All right, bye. All right, we're back. Done with our little bit of shopping. We got the Green Verde here again. So now we're going to walk about a block here, and we're going to go to the store. They actually have drinks to go here. Gotta love that. So I need to buy a little bit. Here's another little place here. Get some fruits and veggies. And look at this. Oh, cold beer, Heineken. That's what I'm talking about. So this is the store here. And I'm going to have to end the video because they're playing music. All right.
Cool looking pigeon.
All right. We're out. No more loud music. Look at that little, whoa, pigeon. There you go. They just go all over the place. So we got some necessities there. We got some alcohol. It's our second to last day in Mexico, and we ran out. Got to pace ourselves a little bit better. Anyway, this is the second restaurant here. We had dinner there the other night. It's pretty nice. Uh, Isla Mujeres is what it's called, I believe. And then if you look straight down the street there, that's the entrance to our resort. So this is a pretty good little area right here. I mean, we are waterfront, and really cool yacht right behind us. So we're pretty happy with the place. It's, like I say, it's only got about 35 to 40 rooms. There has been a couple of children here, but mostly adults. To get into the resort, they have to lower the rope up here for you, which is pretty funny. It's just a rope, but I'm sure if you ran into it, it would be pretty,
Don't walk under the coconut trees because
pretty
they'll fall on your
all
head.
of the sudden stopping there. And then you get this nice cool bird up here. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it. Yeah, there he is. All right, he's centered there now. Anyway, you don't want to walk under the coconut trees. True fact, coconuts kill more people than shark attacks every year. So I get that. There's a hell of a lot more coconut trees in the wild than there are sharks when you snorkel. So anyway, that's kind of a tour of our little area here. It's about a 1.5 mile walk to the North Shore here, which is the most famous beaches on the island. About the best place and only place you can really get in the water. So, all right. Hope you enjoyed this little tour. We'll see you in a bit.